Yes, hello. Peace and blessings to all. This video that I chose to do this evening, it kind of focuses on the women and of all ages, all sizes, all shapes, all creeds, all races, all religions. It's been really laid upon my heart to really kind of give a message of encouragement as well as correction, as well as exhortation, as well as edification, and on and on and on. So getting right on into it, I'm going to be short, sweet, and straight to the beat. I ain't going to pull no punches. I'm going to keep everything with you real, as the new slang of it is. I'm going to keep it real with you. It really has been bothering me this last, not to say that it hasn't bothered me, but the more you come into the knowledge of the Father, and the more you come into the knowledge of His Son, which is Jesus Christ, the more your spiritual senses are awakening, and you begin to see things just as they really are. And so I'm not going to come to you pointing my finger at you or telling you what you ought not to do, but just kind of dealing with the situation that is so prevalent, especially in this day and age, where every time you turn around or everywhere you go, you see a naked woman. And some may think it's cool, or this is a new phase, or this is a new thing to do. And it's even crept into the churches. It's even crept right up into the churches. And it really causes the world, not just man, to lust and for his attention to be turned off of the Most High. It even causes women to do the same thing. Little boys, little girls, see it all the time. Caught a little boy straight looking up in a pornography magazine, in a regular Jet magazine, excuse me, I'll take that back. A regular Jet magazine with a naked figure of a woman or something like that, to that effect. I know I was sitting across the way from the baby, and I seen what he was looking at. And his grandpa was trying to tell him to give the little book back to his sister, who had the book in the beginning. And he was literally demanding that he was not giving this book back. And then at the same time, the little boy knew how to even hide the pages when his sister tried to come around the table and see what he was looking at. I was baffled. I tell my boys right now, you see a woman, this is how you convict them. If you see a woman half nude with a bathing suit shirt on or a little bitty shirt exposing any of her private parts, I want you to walk right past them like this and begin to pray aloud and ask the Father to not allow any lust or sexual immorality spirit enter into you, because things that we see in our eye gates and our ear gates and what we put in our mouth has a tendency to attract unnatural, unspiritual spirits. Oh yes, the things that we watch on TV, oh yeah, you can take on that spirit so quick. The things that you hear, I know, I'm a living witness. People done called and dumped their junk in my spirit, just telling me their problems, and then here I am feeling depressed, or bad, nasty spirits. So we must be careful of that. But we really need to cover ourselves. If you're going to be women of excellence, women of value, women of esteem, you're going to have to really walk in that role. You can't be walking up in church on the usher board or on the praise team with your cleavage and your butt just really exposed, jeans or skirts so tight you can see your panty line. And women, I love you. I love all women. I love men. I love all women. I really have a desire and a passion for women. So women, I'm speaking to you. And I'm going to kind of go over a couple of scriptures of positive women. Women we can, model ourselves after. Women that were sincere about this thing, And this is for saved women, unsaved women, spiritual women, religious women. It applies to all walks of life, like I said in the beginning. It has no name or no face. This is just really beginning to, and if I feel this way, and when, like I said in the beginning, when you come into who you are and your spiritual eyes are enlightening, and you begin to spend time in the Word and prayer, and you begin to see things as God sees them. So if it irritates me, I know it irritates the Most High. And so I really just wanted to take the time out to encourage you to be, you are better than what you making yourselves to be. And I'm not calling you any names, but when we dress up like that, we look like whoremongers. What are we seeking? We are seeking attention. And most of the time, the attention that you're seeking is negative attention. It's somebody else's man, somebody else's baby daddy that come with a bunch of drama and come with a bunch of baggage. When you can cover yourself up and walk your head with your head up and stick your chest out because you know who you are and who you belong to and who you are. So you don't have to do those things. And honestly speaking, I don't attract negative attention. Every once in a while, I might have a booger might poke his head out and be like, hey, what's your name? Whoop de whoop whoop, blah, blah, blah. I shut him down instantly. No, I'm in covenant. I'm married. Thank you for your compliment, but I'm married. And I keep it moving. I don't show no skin. Why? When you do those things, men don't want anything else to do with you. And I'm really speaking this from a sincere heart, but also from experience. I grew up in the game. I grew up in the game with my male cousins. That's all I heard them do all day long, 24/7. Straight talk about women. And then women think it's cute, but really they don't feel that good about themselves. They trying to pay their baby daddy back. Oh, he cheated on me, so I'm going to go put on this little bitty two-piece. I'm finna get me some attention. I know the tricks and schemes of the devil. I done been caught up in them. But women, it is time for us to awaken ourselves. So many men already today put us down. But we need to put ourselves in a humble position. If you have a man or if you have a husband, submit yourselves therefore unto him. You know, and I say a man as well. Not just a husband, but I also say a man. Because when you come, I don't judge you and say, oh, you ain't supposed to be doing this, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Because the Lord says he'll judge those on the outside. Now, if you in church and you sleeping and you sexually immorality, you know, in sexual immorality, then you already know what your recompense is going to be. Because the word clearly says, flee those who are caught up in sexual immorality. But to the ones that are out in the world who are unsaved woman, I would plead with you that you would become married and walk in the ordinances of God, walk in the laws of God. It's a beautiful thing. It has its challenges, but it's a beautiful thing. And it feels so much better when you are walking in the ways of the Most High. And hey, if you don't have nobody that's interested in you or that God has sent to you, then you don't need to go seeking no man. You don't need to go chasing no man, because what you're going to find is going to be trouble. I say it all the time. I said it in a couple of videos before. I did the same thing, was in the same situation, trying to look for love in all the wrong places and rejected the Most High's love. When he was standing there waiting for me to accept his love, I rejected it, and I chose a man over the love of God. And when I did that, I literally became one with the devil. And that is a whole nother story. You're going to have to buy the book, but I'm still here. I always mention it because it's a testimony. The pages of my life, God's glory is revealed. So I always encourage those to read the book. The book is very interesting. It's very real. It's very real life issues that women deal with every single day, from childhood all the way up to adulthood. It could connect and it could hit on every single struggle that a woman may face or have faced or will face. So like I said again, get the book. But I'm still here. But women, we need to uphold ourselves in such high honor. The Most High looks down upon us with such delight, only for us to just give his glory and defile our temples. There will be a part 2 to this because, like I said, I want to go over some scriptures of some women we can model ourselves after. Be right back.